Yeah, it's going really, really fast as we speak. And of course, the man in the leader's jersey for the King of the Mountains really wants to hold on, well, at least 2.8 kilometers more to pick up the 10 available points here on the Col de Brousses. But I am afraid it might be over for them after this climb. But he is, well, holding on. It's absolutely great work. Enzo Pellegrini, Dries de Bont seem to be the two strongest riders in this breakaway.
Yeah.
And a little bit of conferring there with the sports manager of the Flanders Baloise team. I really have to get that in my mind, that it's not Sport Vlaanderen Baloise anymore. But Team Flanders Baloise is actually just the same, but then in English. So it takes a little bit of time to... Ooh, that was an explosion.
Difficult. It's very difficult. But there are so many of those. It's difficult to cover every single one of them. It really, really is. As we see a couple of splits happening. It's not good.
That's not good for our King of the Mountains here. Of course, he was in the breakaway yesterday as well. Not Enzo Pellegrini, it's Damien Girard. Yeah, it looks like he's not going to be able to hold on to Dobrat. He's a big lad, you know, he's a classics guy. And if these guys at the front, well, these are the strongest of the original breakaway, he's not going to pick up those points. It might be interesting to see what Kenny Molly is going to do there in last position. But for Champion, for Dries de Bont, and also for Enzo Pellegrini, they will try to hold on as long as they can and possibly even go for an attack in the final, although the gap is coming down really fast at the moment.
There's too many teams that want to try and unsettle the fast men.
Well, in the previous climb of Col de Brousses, Thomas Champion didn't really get involved in the points. He didn't get any points, so he didn't have that points of that mountain classification on his mind, but he seems to be driving this breakaway really, really fast. Of course, all the cars following these now 4 riders are going, and then of course the riders at the front know what time it is. They've been in bike races long enough to know what that means. The gap is coming down under the minute, and when the jury and when the motorbike leaves you, it goes under the 30-second mark. Nice to see some spectators out today. It doesn't really happen all the time in these early season races in Southern Europe, contrary to Flanders, where there's plenty of people whenever there's a bike race. But in the south of Europe, in this time of year, you don't often see big crowds like this.
No,
they're going to see the peloton twice. So
yep, and if they'd have got there earlier in the day, they could have seen them the first time up, so 3 times, as you say. So over the top of the Col de Brousses, we've got to do it all again in about 28 kilometres time. Last time is 11.8 to go.
Now we've seen it, Matt, with that Col de Trélis, which is also 2.86% average. I wonder if Arnaud Delis and Mess Pedersen will be able to